Hello. Sorry we were late, but we were just tuning.
Today's Friday, today's Friday, Friday's fish, Thursday's shepherd's pie, Wednesday's a roast beef, Tuesday's soup, Monday's washing day, is everybody happy? You bet your life we are.
Hello, my darling.
Hello, my darlings. I have no idea what was happening there. Windows Media Player obviously doesn't like me again today. You're listening to Chipp Ahoy on Smile Radio. That first track was The Stranglers, Get a grip on yourself with lots of brackets in amongst it. The next track is going to be a surprise. I won't tell you what it is, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's a lady who, in her early incarnations, was provided screams for horror films. It's Lena Lovitch and Lucky Number.
Hello. Sorry we were late, but we were just...
Lena Lovitch there and Lucky Number. Right, the next track, it's I'll play it to you first. It doesn't sound right. There's something odd about it. I heard it and I've just fell in love with it straight away. But yeah, there's something odd about the track itself. I had to search them on the internet, found a Wikipedia page that didn't help. And then I found another page that explained what it was. But it's a great story song. This is My Chevrolet Bel Air, and it's by the Trash Blues Rock Band. Enjoy. I hope you do. I really do.
Baby, together on the road. The radio is playing in romantic mode. the sun is brightly shining, birds are in the air. Really I'm enjoying my Chevrolet Bel Air. One hand is on the wheel, the other's on her knee. Together on that broad bench, we're happy as can be. I push the pedal down, she smiles without a care. The window pane is open, wind blows through her hair. I see a blue light shining, I hear a siren cry. A police car behind me wants me to stop, oh my. The officer is friendly, walks around my wheels, shakes my hand and asks me, can we make a deal? My Chevrolet Bel Air, Chevrolet Bel Air. Hear that engine running, takes you anywhere. My Chevrolet Bel Air, Chevrolet Bel Air. Love that car so clearly, oh it's only fair. Even a new model, I really don't care. I always will be true to my Chevrolet Bel Air. Write you a ticket for driving way too fast. But now I see your Chevy, I think I let it pass. Only one condition, so please make up your mind. I want to drive it for a while and then you don't get fined. I said it was okay, then we made a deal. He stepped into my Chevy, right behind the wheel. Enough with the lightning speed, leaving us behind in the midday heat. And when he was returning, we spotted him afar. To our surprise, he drove behind the car. The officer stopped, pulled his window down. Is this your Chevy? He asked me with a frown, and I said yes. Well then it's true, my colleague said it belongs to you. Arrested him for speeding on the track. The Chevy is yours, I'm giving it you back. So now we keep on driving, happy as can be. Police car appears, we pretend not to see. My Chevrolet Bel Air, Chevrolet Bel Air. Hear that engine running, takes me anywhere. My Chevrolet Bel Air, Chevrolet Bel Air. Love that car so clearly, oh it's only fair. Even a new model, I really don't care. I always will be true to my Chevrolet Bel Air.
Trash Blues rock band there, and my Chevrolet Bel Air. They are Dutch. That's why there's a strange inflection to the voice there. I just think that's tremendous. And the fact that, you know, they're a bit like ABBA. They're singing in English, which isn't their first language, and it still comes across really, really well. Right. This morning I was listening to Radio London. I always do. There's a programme that talks about London and being a Londoner. It's interesting to me. And they played this song, but by the original band. And the presenter, Robert Elms, I'll name him, said that this is much better than the version by Simply Red. And I thought, it ain't. The Simply Red version is better. But anyway, I'm going to play the Simply Red version. Money Too Tight to Mention from Picture Book by Simply Red. I should really have said that the original version was by the Valentine Brothers. If you want to search it out, but I do prefer that one. I'm not a great big fan of Simply Red, to be perfectly honest. You'll rarely hear me playing them, but just that one is the one. Their first single as well. I've just noticed by looking on Tinterweb. Right, the next track, it's by the Bees. Now, I'm a Brentford Football Club fan for my sins, and when I was in a CD store a few years ago, the fact there was a band called the Bees, which is my team's nickname, it was just too good to be true. So I bought it, as men tend to do, and it's great. But this is again my opinion only. But this is the best track on the album, I think, and it's called "Listening Man." So this is "Listening Man" by the Bees.
Tell me something away from trouble and away from doubting. Tell me straight from the spirit, from the top of the mountain. Let love be the reason between me and you, as real as the morning, as fresh as the dew. If it's got a hope, then it's up to you. It's a simple thing you got to do. Just a listening man. Try to understand. Just a listening man. Do the best I can. Tell me something before I stumble and show my weakness. Tell me right on the line why I'm fighting for progress. I can hear there's a sound that's coming through. There's a pulse in the grow. What we gonna do? You can have all your dreams if you really believe in something, in something true. Just a listening man, trying to understand. Just a listening man, do the best I can. Just a listening man, trying to understand. Just a listening man, can carry through this land. Tell me something without any lies that cover my feelings. Give me time now, I understand these lessons have meaning. Let love be the reason between me and you, as real as the morning, as fresh as the dew. If it's got a hold, then it's up to you. It's a simple thing you got to do. Just a listening man, try to understand. Just a listening man,
listening man there from the Bees. As I said, I love that track. Right, every week, regular listeners will know I try to play a song about sport. So this track, it's from Stereolab, and it's Ping Pong. Stereolab there, Ping Pong off of the Mars Audiac Quintet album. Again, one of those albums that I do go back to on a fairly regular basis. Right, you're listening to the All New Chipp Ahoy, hopefully in colour, on Smile Radio. You can get in contact with the station. We're on Facebook at Smile Radio Yorkshire, on Twitter or Instagram, Smile Radio 3. You can make requests, you can make suggestions, not for just this show, but any show on the station. If you have any suggestions for shows, if you want to come in and try out to be a DJ on the show, you've heard how low the standards are in this one, so you're welcome to come along and have a bash and see what you think. Right, the next two tracks, well, the first is Lou Reed. You've had 28 minutes without a Lou Reed track, and it's going to be followed by Blondie and In the Flesh.
just have to go because it's nobody's business but my own. It's nobody's business but my own. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. But if you start acting mean, then I'll have to mess up the scene. But if you start treating me nice, hey now baby, I'm gonna have to raise your price. Because it's nobody's business but my own. It's nobody's business but my own. No, 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 no.
first Blondie album there, or from the first Blondie album there, In the Flesh. Now, I bought that in, was it Revolver Records in Ealing Broadway in West London. Didn't realise, but I bought it on private stock, which they then moved to another record label, and it became quite valuable after I'd sold my copy for not very much. I've just tried looking it up on Tinterweb. I'm not doing very well at finding how much that one was. I'm going to keep looking now. I hadn't thought of that in ages. My version had a scratch on it right from when I first bought it. When I went to take it back, they didn't have another copy, so I hung on to it. So when I first heard it on CD, it was the first time I heard one of the lines in the song, because the jump missed that bit every single time. Right, after my old nonsense, you've got Manhattan Transfer. Now, when this came out, when I first heard this, I thought, oh, this is Steely Dan or somebody. It wasn't. It was Manhattan Transfer. Totally atypical of what I'd heard them ever do. But this is Confide in Me, not the Kylie Minogue Confide in Me. This is Confide in Me. Enjoy it.
When you're strolling through the ruins alone, pick up the phone. When you feel twisted, honey, I'm listed. Confide in me, confide in me. Got no degree, but I'm strong on tears and careless hearts. Brave new stars, you know I'm a big fan, and I got a program. Coffee, babe. You'll begin just where you left off, and you can tell how high you flew and how you fell, and I'll make you land in song. My place is cute, and it's kind of comfortable in a storm. Safe at home, we'll throw open the nighttime and live in the sunshine. If you just confide
Confide in Me there from the Manhattan Transfer. Right, the next two tracks are sort of related. The first, it's Dr. Feelgood, No Modo Yakimo, that well-known phrase. And the next track is Marijuana from Wilco Johnson. Now, Wilco still tours, part of his a tremendous three-piece band. Norman from the Blockheads is his bass player. And well worth going to see. And this was off his most recent album. He did one with the lead singer of The Who, Roger Daltrey, but this was entirely his own work, the album that this comes from. But I'll play you first, as I say, Dr. Feelgood, No Modo Yakimo.
No more do Yakimo. What you say, no more me. Here's the catch, no more scratch. Change your style, no more do Yakimo. What you say, no more baby. Here's the catch, no more scratch. No more do Yakimo. No more do Yakimo. No more do Yakimo. No more do Yakimo. No more do.
honour there from Wilco Johnson. He is touring next year. I mean, he's in Finland early on next year, but on the 12th of April in Sheffield, he's appearing with John Otway. Now, I have to say, I can highly recommend seeing John Otway anyway. I can highly recommend seeing Wilco Johnson. So, as a pair, it's going to be a great gig, I would have thought. And it's a place called HRH Blues. I don't know it, but I will certainly be investigating. Wilco Johnson and John Otway, Sheffield on the 12th of April next year. We can have a Smile Radio night out. It's a Sunday night, so usually I'm fine for Sunday nights. Usually shattered and go to bed early, but don't do anything else other than that. Right. We have a feature on the show that we call Under the Covers. And it's two songs, two versions of the same song by different people. Not necessarily the original, but two very different versions. This week's version is The Sound of Silence. The original from Simon and Garfunkel is one of the choices, and the other is by Disturbed. So listen to these two.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share. No one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you, but my words like silent raindrops fell and echoed the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, the tenement halls, whispered the sounds of silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping, left its scenes while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs and voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning, and the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
Two versions of the sounds of silence there. The last one was by Disturbed, and the previous one was by Simon and Garfunkel. The second one sounded to me as if it was somebody singing a Christmas song, just from the way it was done. But nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with this next track either. Big surprise to most people. This is Ed Sheeran.
Baby, I beg you, yeah.
I lost my shoes last night, I don't know where I put my keys. I was tired and fell asleep beneath an oak tree. I bet my mother's proud of me, from each scar upon my knuckle and each graze upon my knee. And all I know is I got a cab and then threw up upon his car seat. He kicked me out and then I walked in the rain. I tell myself in every way I won't be doing this again, and tomorrow's a brand new day. Someone told me, always say what's on your mind, and I am only Being honest with you, I get lonely. I make mistakes from time to time, say no man call, yeah. Baby, I bet, yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, I bet, yeah, 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 yeah. Baby, I bet, yeah, yeah. I remember less and less, and mostly things that I regret. In my phone is several texts from girls I've never met. And in the pocket of my jeans there are only coins and broken dreams. My heart is breaking at the seams and I'm coming apart now. Now things are looking up, I'll find my shoes right next to the oak tree. And I'll get a bus straight into town and spend the afternoon looking around for the things that I left on the ground. And say with me, tomorrow's a brand new day. Someone told me, always say what's on your mind, and I am only being honest with you. I get lonely. I made mistakes from time to time, say no man call, yeah. Baby, I bet, yeah, yeah. One more mile, one more mile, mine. 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 Someone told me, always say what's on your mind, and I am only being honest with you. I get lonely and make mistakes from time to time, say no man call, yeah. Baby, I bet, yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, I bet, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, baby, I bet, yeah, yeah. One more mile, one more. Baby, I bet, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, baby, I bet, yeah, yeah.
That was Bibby RB Yeah Yeah from the Divide or Division album by Ed Sheeran. Now, last week we had a guest in the studio. She may never be coming back in again. It was Mel Watermouth Blackburn, and she sent a message to say, brilliant choice. This wasn't yours, was it? Ha ha. Yes, it was. I love that track. There's a couple on the album I really enjoy, but that's the one I go back to. When I first heard it, I thought it was suitable, good enough to go on Paul Simon's Graceland album, which from me couldn't be a greater compliment. I have to say that Mel's cat Katie had a slip and has got a one bad paw at the moment, so hopefully Katie you'll get better. I bet you weren't dancing round to that one though, were you? So hopefully, yes, she'll be better soon. Right, the next track, it's Tanita Tikaram. She had an album out last year that I really enjoyed. She played this live on a telly channel called Vintage TV. It's gone now, unfortunately. And live it was very good. Unfortunately, on Spotify, where I've had to pick this up from, they've got a slightly rejigged version of it. It's called the LA version, and it doesn't chug along as it should. But it's still a great track. This is Glass Love Train from Tanita Tikaram.
Love train. When we were a song, gentle as a river, riding on a glass love train. Hey, hey. You can't stop these wheels in motion. You can't stop this train. glass love train. Do you feel the same? Everybody changes, riding on a glass love train. You can't stop these wheels in motion. You can't stop this train. Hey. When I was in love, looking through a window, riding on a glass love train. Will you take my soul, gentle as a river, riding on a glass love train. Hey, hey. You can't stop these wheels in motion. You can't stop this train. This train. You can't stop these wheels in motion. 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 You can't stop this train.
Tanita Tickerham there and Glass Love Train. Yeah, the version I've got, and I'll bring it in if I remember in 2 weeks' time. It chugs along a bit like a train. Much better version, to be perfectly honest. Right, the weather today. I don't usually talk about the weather, but it is grotty and horrible out there. And as I was driving here today, I had a new album out by the Avett Brothers. Listening to it, I thought, yeah, there's a track for today's show. So I've got this again off Spotify, so hopefully it'll play all right. It won't be a different version. But this is It's Raining Today. How topical can you get?
It's raining today. Let's stay in our room. Be patient, babe. The clouds will break soon. But I must confess, I'm glad if they stay. I don't wanna leave. It's raining today. Here and then gone, invisible dawn. All of the edges are frayed. No warmth on my shoulders, no breeze to carry these old worries away. My hat's on the porch, it's heavy and soaked. I'm on the steps and I don't have a coat. What do I do? What can I say? It's raining today. The house framing crew all can sleep in. The brick masons too. The boss wants it done, but he'll have to wait. Can't go to work. It's raining today.
Sunshine, go away today. I don't feel much like dancing. He's gone, he's tried to run my life. He don't know what he's asking. When he tells me I better get in line, I can't hear what he's saying. When I grow up, I'm gonna make it mine. These ain't dues I've been paying. Well, how much does it cost? I'll buy it. The time is all we've lost. I'll try it. And he can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if you run mine. Sunshine, sunshine, go away today. I don't feel much like dancing. Some man's gone, he's tried to run my life. You don't know what he's asking. Working starts to make me wonder where the fruits of what I do are going. He says in love and war all is fair, but he's got cards he ain't showing. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. The time is all we've lost. I'll try it. And he can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if you run mine. Sunshine, sunshine, come on back another day. I promise you I'll be singing. This old world, she's gonna turn around. Brand new bells will be ringing.
That was Jonathan Edwards' Sunshine Go Away. Certainly not a sentiment from this side of the recording desk. And before that, it was the Avett Brothers and It's Raining Today. Two weather-related songs. What more could you ask for? Right, the next track, it's back to Lou Reed. It's Stupid Man.
Stupid man, hitchhiking out of a good life in Saskatchewan, and he thinks that he's got big, big plans. Gonna build a house upon some land. Oh, Casey, don't it make you crazy? Oh, when you're living all alone by that damn water. Oh, Casey, don't it make you crazy? When you're living all alone by those still waters. Please say hello. Please say hello to my little baby daughter. Oh, Casey, tell her that her father's gonna be coming home so soon to see her. Well, I'm shooting down the turnpike with the driver doing 95 or maybe more. Don't you think he's loaded drunk or that he thinks the lights are for? Oh, Casey, don't you know how it makes me so damn crazy living all alone by those waters? but please say hello. But please say hello to my little baby daughter. Please, please, won't you just give her a great big kiss, then tell her that her stupid daddy will be coming home soon. Oh Casey, don't you know I made me so damn crazy when I was living there all alone by those still waters. But please tell my baby daughter that I'm tied up now, but I'll be home soon and I'll be the daddy that I oughta. Please say hello. Oh Casey, please say hello from a stupid man. Give my little baby daughter a big kiss and tell her that her daddy will be coming home soon. But Casey, don't you know how it made me so damn crazy when I was living there all alone? But won't you please give my baby daughter a great big kiss and tell her that her stupid father will be coming home soon?
Stupid Man there from Lou Reed. Possibly the last Lou Reed track of the day, but we'll wait and see. Right. We've had a message from Mel. We've had a picture in from Mel about Katie. She wasn't dancing to Ed Sheeran. She was sat stuffing her face full of chicken. So that's good news. And she seemed to be standing quite normally, Mel. That was promising, to say the least. Right, Mel has sent in some requests. Of the 3 requests you sent in, Mel, I have played 2 of them recently already. But I haven't played this one, although I've played another version of it previously. But this is from Pink, and it's A Million Dreams.
Close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. See, I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams
tighter than all forever as swear to God, I dedicate my life to loving you. Swear to God, I cross my heart and hope to die. Just one woman lover, I can't even look at another. Girl, I'm swearing to God, so glad I'm living. I'm swearing to God, for all he's given me. Swearing to God, so glad he's given me you. Well, swear to God, look what he's given me. More than the world can see. He's given me you.
Frankie and Valley and the Four Seasons there, and Swearing to God. Swearing without a G at the end. A bit naughty, really. Anyway, right. The next track, it's from Mary Coughlan. It's I'd Rather Go Blind. Yeah, we could have done this as an under the covers as well. There are some tremendous versions of this. This is lovely, though. It's, yeah, Mary Coughlan, I'd Rather Go Blind.
Something told me it was over when I saw you and that girl out talking. Something deep down in my soul said, cry, girl. When I saw you and that girl out walking, I would rather go blind than to see you walking away from me. 'Cause you see I love you so much, and most of all I don't want to be free. I was just sitting there thinking about you, baby, the warmth of your embrace. When the reflection in the glass that I held up to my lips, boy, revealed the tears that were running down my face. I would rather go blind than to see you walking away from me. I would rather go blind than to see you walking away from me. I would rather go to see you walking away from me. 'Cause you see I love you so much, and most of all I don't want to be free. I would rather go blind than to see you walking away from me. I would rather go blind than to see you walking away from me. I would rather go.
Mellow music, steady flow on a magic night. Lost my sense of time, finally sick inside. I'm so satisfied, drinking from the beautiful river. Her laughter of the perfect rhyme. There was nothing I wouldn't give her. Spiders spin a web, a bird fly through the air. You know I'd be a lie if I said that I didn't care. I'm a lucky man. Lucky, lucky. Lucky man. Lucky, lucky. Summer night, like an oven. Can't believe the way you used to love me. When you swore that you saw tomorrow above. Ghosts in the house of drum, pushing and shoving. Let's take my hand. Say sorry, I don't understand. Oh, sometimes big thing that pop right out of me. I remember, sister, the way we used to be. I remember, sister, your long forgotten sea. Sailor on the ocean, standing at the wheel. You know I'd be a lie if I said that I didn't feel.
Peter, Joseph, Bert and the King Tide there with Lucky Man off of the Bone to Stone album. Bert, but spelt B-U-R-T-T, another album that I can highly recommend. I don't think there's a duff track on it, to be perfectly honest. Right, the next track is by a band called Katzenjammer. They were Norwegian. Unfortunately, they've disappeared. They appear to have gone the way of Old English Spangles and proper size wagon wheels. They were a tremendous live band to go and see. But yeah, they just seem to have stopped touring. I don't think I can't find anywhere to say they've officially split up, but they don't appear to be touring. They don't appear to be recording at all. So, but I'm going to play you this. It's called Cocktails and Ruby Slippers, and you will enjoy it. Katzenjammer there, Cocktails and Ruby Slippers. If you get the chance, listen to them. They are on Spotify and obviously other sites as well. But if you get the chance, listen to them. They're certainly worth listening to. Yeah, Enjoy yourself. Sorry, I hope you enjoyed that one. The next track up, it's a woman called Genya Ravan. She was Goldie of Goldie and the Gingerbreads.
Well, I'm so tired of your lying, trying to paint a pretty picture, boy. It's downright embarrassing to me. Yeah, I know you're a hitter from the corners of the city, just a cool Puerto Rican on the sea.
I spilled myself out on the table if for one time I were able to get it up on the roof and just do. But I'm always getting wasted by the man I call my best friend that I meet under the 3rd L Avenue.
Oh yeah.
said we were too young. Our kind of love was no fun, but our love comes from above.
Do it.
Let's make love.
David Bowie there. Let's spend the night together when he was very, very good. Right. The next track, we played Confide in Me from Manhattan Transfer earlier, and I said how much it sounds like Steely Dan. Here's Brooklyn Owes the Charmer Under Me from Can't Buy a Thrill by Steely Dan. Couldn't resist playing it.
watched it for a little while. I like to watch things on television. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of satellite gone way up to Mars. So there will be parking on Mars. I watched it for a little while. I like to watch things on television. Satellite of love. Satellite of love.
That was Nelson Slater with a live version of Satellite of Love. Nelson Slater used to be at college with Lou Reed, and Lou Reed produced his Nelson's only solo album. At one point in the 70s, I was desperate to get hold of that. Virgin and HMV in Oxford Street had a slot for it, but there were never any albums. If you spoke to the people behind the counter, if they deigned to talk to you, they had no idea when it was coming in, if it was coming in again. But the advent of eBay particularly meant I could get a copy from America. It wasn't very good, to be perfectly honest. It wasn't worth the wait, wasn't worth the anticipation. But hey-ho, that's the way it goes. Right, on Friday mornings on the station, Roy Rogers has a show. Unfortunately, Roy's poorly at the moment, so hopefully, Roy, you'll be getting better soon, and you'll be back raring to go. I'm sure you will. I know you bounce back a lot with things like that. So yeah, best of luck, mates. Hope it gets better quicker rather than slower. Right, you've been listening to the All New Chipp Ahoy here on Smile Radio. You can contact the show or the station. We're available on Facebook at Smile Radio Yorkshire. On Twitter and Snapchat, it's Smile Radio and the number 3. There's a website which is, excuse me, I've just dropped the piece of paper, smileradio.co. On smileradio.co, there's an on-demand service. If you miss a show, you can go back and listen to it then from there, or the shows are uploaded onto various podcast sites, usually either the evening or the day after the show is on. You can contact the show for messages, requests, suggestions, anything you like, and we'll get back to you and help you sort it out. Right, the next track, it's Zager and Evans, and In the Year 2525.
If man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find. In the year 35, ain't gonna need to tell the truth, tell no lies. Everything you think, do, and say is in the pill you took today. In the year 45, ain't gonna need your teeth, won't need your eyes. You won't find a thing to chew. Nobody's gonna look at you. In the year 55, 55, your arms are hanging limp at your sides. Your legs got nothing to do. Some machine doing that for you. In the year 65, 65, ain't gonna need no husband, won't need no wife. You pick your son, pick your daughter too. From the bottom of a long glass tube, whoa, whoa. In the year 75, 10, if God's a-comin', he ought to make it by then. Maybe he'll look around himself and say, guess it's time for the judgment day. In the year 85, 10, God is gonna shake his mighty head. He'll either say, I'm pleased where man has been, or tear it down and start again. Whoa, whoa. In the year 95, 95, I'm kinda wondering if man is gonna be alive. He's taken everything this old earth can give, and he ain't put back nothing. Whoa, whoa. Now it's been 10,000 years. Man has cried a billion tears for what he never knew. Now man's reign is through, but through eternal night, the twinkling of starlight, so very far away, maybe it's only yesterday. In the year 25, 25, if man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find. In the year 35,
Zager and Evans there, and in the year 25, 25. Whenever I hear that, Extinction Rebellion comes to mind. Not knocking either the fors or against or whatever. It's just that song brings all that to mind for me. Right. Thank you for listening to the All New Chipp Ahoy. Next week's show is a Halloween special, although it's the day after the actual Halloween night. But it's pre-recorded because I'm away. I hope you enjoy that. There are lots and lots of requests from various people, but mainly from Nicola Kidd. So don't blame me, blame her. And we're going to finish today with Faust, from the album Faust 4, and it's Ziggy Smile. Giggy Smile, beg your pardon, thinking of David Bowie again. Giggy Smile from Faust 4, the band being Faust. Hope you enjoy it. See you later. Ta-da.